So you're wondering what happens if you reject a settlement offer. Now, first things first is if you reject a settlement offer, the offer goes away, which can be a good and bad thing. The good thing is they may have more money on the table for you. The bad news is maybe there isn't any more money available. But the only way to know that is to look through your medical bills, look through your medical records, look through your lost wages, and say, is this a claim worth pursuing? So let's go through a scenario for a second. You're in an auto accident, you go to the ER, you end up going to your primary care physician, they give you some pain medication, some muscle relaxers, and you do a physical therapy because you've hurt your back. Once you're done with the physical therapy, your total bills are about 10 grand. Now, out of that 10 grand, if you have health insurance will have paid part of that and reduced part of it. In Ohio, there's a case called Robinson v. Bates that says basically the jury gets to see two numbers. The first number is the actual bills, and the second number is what was actually paid on those bills. Now, if you're uninsured for health insurance, those bills are 10 grand. There's no reductions unless the hospital has given you some sort of uninsured reduction. And that's basically up to the hospital's discretion. But let's say after everything's said and done with your health insurance, what you paid, the bills have been paid at about 5 grand. So you've paid about 50% of them, of the total amount. So the insurance company offers you 5 grand. Well, okay, that pays your bills, but you've gone through a lot for this. Think about the time off work you've missed to go to physical therapy. Is that being compensated? You may have missed time off work because you were in the ER, or the ER told you to take it easier for a couple days. Are you being compensated for that? Uh, Thinking about pain and suffering just generally. How many days did you go through pain? How many days did you have to sit at work or hang out with your kids or try to walk through everything in pain? And so if the 5 grand is all that you're looking for your medical bills, you may not be getting fully compensated. Now, again, the question is it worth hiring a lawyer at that point? The answer is sometimes. When at Bressman Law, we only take cases where we think we can actually help. That means, when you pay our fee, do we get you more money than what you would have gotten before? And if we can't do that, then we don't take your case. If 5 grand is the best you're going to do, we'll tell you that and we'll explain why. Maybe yours is a disputed liability case where they're trying to figure out who's at fault. There could be a gap in treatment that they're arguing about. And sometimes it's explainable and sometimes it's not. But by hiring a personal injury lawyer like Bressman Law, we can evaluate whether or not it's a good settlement offer. So by rejecting that offer, you may have done yourself a favor. Usually, you don't accept the first offer an insurance company gives you. That's a first offer. Usually, they're trying to lowball you. Now, if your bills are 5 grand and they've offered you 2, it's easy to reject. It's easy to hire a lawyer like Bressman Law because at that point you've got nothing to lose. They've offered you less than the medical bills and you're still going to be in debt for it. So by hiring Bressman Law, we file your lawsuit and we start moving along. A couple other things to take into account as well. Have you looked at your subrogated carriers? If you haven't seen it, some of the other videos, subrogation is just a basic term that means I want my money back. So in your health insurance contract, you've signed something that says that they have a right to subrogate for the money. In your auto insurance contract, same thing if they've paid medical payments. So if they've paid money out of their pocket, and let's say the total paid is 5 grand, then you're not really getting 5 grand. You're getting maybe you paid out 2 grand out of pocket, and 3 grand goes back to the insurance company. So your net is 0 because you just got reimbursed for your bills, and then you have to pay the health insurance company back. Especially important if you have Medicaid or Medicare or some other government program that may not have a typical subrogation notice. They may have a required right to subrogation. Medicaid definitely does, and Medicare definitely does. So if you have questions before you reject that settlement offer, give Bressman Law a call at 614-538-1116. or you can email me at Jedidiah@bressmanlaw.com.